So I was just living my life the way that I do, you know, bruising through Twitter, listening to some music. And I was looking through trending topics on Twitter, and I stumbled upon hashtag Chromebook. And I was like, Chromebook? You mean like those $300-$400 Google computers that run Chrome OS and are meant for, like, you know, light users who just really want a laptop that does what your smartphone does in terms of just like browsing the internet, light processing, checking email, all that good stuff, you know, a Chromebook. And I was like, oh, good for Google, you know. When I found out that no, I am totally wrong. Google launches a $1,300, yes, $1,300 Chromebook Pixel with a 2560 by 1700 13-inch touchscreen. A 2560 by 1700 touchscreen that is 4.3 million pixels. That screen is going to be gorgeous. This thing is going to fly with its i5 CPU and a 34 or 64 gigabyte solid state drive. And as we all know, solid state, you get better performance, whatever. And Google realizes that, you know, 32 or 64 gigabytes of storage may not be all that much. So, hey, we're Google. We're awesome. Here's 1 terabyte of free storage in Google Drive for 3 years. Good on you, Google. They said they will also soon release a version with built-in LTE radio and has partnered with Verizon to offer 100 megabytes per month for 2 years of mobile broadband, with GoGo to offer a 12 free in-flight Wi-Fi sessions. The Pixel screen has a density of 239 pixels per inch. Pretty high. That is a little bit higher than the 220 pixels per inch on the MacBook Pro with a Retina display. So Google spent almost the entire keynote talking about how, you know, it's better in this angle and that angle and all that good stuff. To break it down, this computer is going to be ridiculously fast. It's going to look beautiful, it's going to be clean, it's going to be awesome, and for $1,300, you surely hope so with a computer. As I talked about, I'm going to break down the whole specs here. So, what we have is a Gorilla Glass, not a regular touchscreen. No, of course it has to be a Gorilla Glass 10-point multi-touch screen, a backlit keyboard, a fully clickable etched glass touchpad. This is not just a regular trackpad. No, this is a full clickable etched glass trackpad. A 720p HD webcam, that 13-inch gorgeous 2560 by 1700 239 ppi screen, 400 nit brightness, and a 178 degree extra wide viewing angle. Weighs in at only 3.35 pounds. 2 USB 2.0 ports, the SD, micro SD or card slot. You have the dual-core 1.8 gigahertz Intel i5 processor, an Intel HD Graphic 4000 integrated graphics, 4 gigs of RAM, and as I said, the 32 gigabyte solid-state drive, or the 64 gigabyte for the LTE model, and typical headphone, microphone jack, noise cancellation microphones, very powerful speakers, no visible vents, Energy Star certified, and a Bluetooth 3.0 connectivity. As I mentioned before, 1 terabyte of free storage in the Google Drive cloud, free for 3 years, 12 free sessions of GoGo in-flight internet, and 100 megabytes per second for 2 years of mobile broadband internet with Verizon LTE. Carrier terms and conditions, of course, will apply. Google originally meant the Chromebook to be this, I don't want to say cheap, because cheap isn't the right word. Inexpensive. An inexpensive computer that streamlines email and Skyping and just browsing the internet at a gentle pace, you know. And they left this window open of high-end power user to take a $300 computer, known as a Chromebook, and make it into a $1,300 computer, known as the Chromebook Pixel. That is awesome. Google is just, they're one of those companies that, whether it be a total success or a total flop, they're one of those companies that's going to say, hey, let's go for it, you know? If they didn't have their foot in the market, they're going to throw themselves into it. A $1,300 2560 by 1700 screen, just, this computer is going to destroy most of their competition, but at a $1,300 price point, that is pretty steep. This has been the quick overview of the Google Chromebook Pixel, your new power computer if you are a power user in the power laptop game. Wow.